utility. So it's like a contractual agreement between those two parties, and they just use the grid to wheel that energy. And that is happening like to the point where the government had recently had to revise their electricity pricing policy to say, no, we need to allow third-party access onto the grid, because they realize the pressure from the private sector to have more energy, to have quality and secure energy was mounting. So they said, okay, we're going to allow you to be able to do those sort of agreements. So what I'm saying is the innovation is happening, the pressure from the private sector is there. People want solutions to the energy crisis. We just need to be aware of those, and we just need to make sure it happens. Yeah.
Thank you. Chris, how do we mobilize investment for the innovation in the urban space for this important transition?
Well, that's a tough question. No, I think I want to touch on the innovation and where that comes from to what you were saying, Joel, because I think when you find, whether they're cities or jurisdictions that are put in these tricky situations, usually a crisis, we want to use that word, they have to respond. And so cities adjusting building codes to do what they can, recognizing limits on space, like the gentleman in the audience mentioned, and other things like that. There are ways to be creative. And you're seeing that at a national level as well. I want to pick up on a comment from Leah around, yes, this year, or 2022 was a very high use of coal. At the first part of it, the latter part of the year, it actually started to drop again. And what you're seeing is you've seen these trends with coal where it picks up, but ultimately it keeps peaking lower and lower and lower and lower. So we keep thinking that we're going to have this return to fossil fuels, but ultimately innovation is driving people in a direction. So yes, we can talk about 2022 was a bad year for fossil fuels, the financing, but ultimately I want to just reiterate that we are moving in a good trend. We got to move faster. Don't get me wrong, everyone knows that, but we are moving in a good trend, and that's driven by sort of the energy crisis, which leads to innovation. Like people talk, and we try to dispel this a little bit, like Europe had a return to coal this year. In some cases, like a lot of people turned on power plants for backup generation. They wanted the security of supply and other things like that, which, so you protect the consumer. But at the same time, everyone realized like we can't do this forever. And we kind of heard that from the national governments this morning, that no, we have to build on more renewables. We have to take this seriously. What they've done at the EU level, ultimately, they're going to drive the phase out of coal and the shift into renewables faster, all because Russia invaded Ukraine. If Russia had not invaded Ukraine, again, that's not a situation like we don't want to do the trade-off there, but ultimately it was this crisis that will facilitate the shift in the energy transition. So I can say that, like, we're innovative I think, sorry, just to pull that back from like the broader sort of focus, because yes, we'll sort of respond to these crises. I want to come back to the alliances sort of things. Like we see cities, there's a lot of other cities, organizations that pull together. We're just one of many that ties in cities together, or subnationals, but also the nationals. I think by opening up these communication, what you find is that either these cities or these subnational governments or these national governments have done really creative and innovative things. But just that story's not out there. We need to be able to share those narratives. And again, not every situation, not every approach is going to work. Cut and paste to a difference. But maybe the framework or approach that works in one jurisdiction is something that would work well in Ecuador or Argentina or in South Africa. And then you can get ideas and it spurs these developments like that. So I think by opening up these channels of communication, by sharing best practices and frameworks across these alliances, I think that's only going to spur where we're going.
Creative cities demand for creative citizens. Hey, Nina, why don't you tell us about the creativity behind COMET, the toolkit for social mobilization for the renewable energy transformation? Tell us about it.
Yeah, okay. So Energy Action Partners has been working and developing on a software and a tool, or we call it COMET, Community Energy Toolkit, which is a simulation-based software that is that is used by the users by doing it. They learn by doing it. So how do we do it? It will be in a community, in a workshop setting, in which participants will be grouped in different groups, and then they will play the game and knowing like what are their energy demands and also how do they use the energy. So why do we came up with this really is because we know like we've been talking about cities, right, urban communities. And from our previous session, which are moderated by Mr. Iwa, I think he did mention that in cities, when we move into flats, the electricity is there already. But for rural off-grid communities, they need to tell what their demands are, and that's when like infrastructure will be funded and things like that, right? So this tool is for the community to also understand and also like for project developers or funders to assess the demand of the needs of the community. Yeah. So please, it's a fun software. Do visit our website and like we can keep in touch and connect to learn more. Yeah. Thank you.
Leah, what other ways for innovation in the urban space?
I'm going to go ahead again and make your question first before coming back to it, because I think there were some really interesting comments in the audience that I would like to comment on. Also, again, towards Chris was saying, yes, we see these record renewables and we see a downward trend, but I think at the same time we also still see rising energy demand. And we don't really see that decoupling happening, that, okay, well, we have record renewables, but they're not replacing fossil fuels. They're meeting the additional energy demand. And I think this message of energy efficiency and renewable energy need to go hand in hand, I think is absolutely crucial. And that's also where cities can come into, and that's then where my second comment goes towards the gentleman in the back who spoke about the space constraint. I think it's a real issue, yes, but I think, first of all, I'm shocked that in 2023 we can still build new buildings that do not have solar PV on their rooftop. And if I'm not wrong, and I'd love to be mistaken here, based on the data I crunched last year, mandates for solar PV only exist at the city level. They do not exist at the national level for new buildings, saying if you build a new building in 2023, you need to put solar PV on your rooftop. That exists, as far as I know, only at the local level. So that's the one part of question. Still, space constraint will be impossible to meet all the energy demand just from rooftop solar PV. Fully aware of that. But this is, I think, where partnerships come in. You mentioned beforehand, partnerships with the private sector, but also partnerships between cities. We've seen cities pulling their energy demand, saying we want to work with rural communities, putting up wind power plants so that everybody can benefit. Lower prices, development, economic development, local value chain creation, and so on. So we've seen that in Paris, we've seen that in Australia, really cities working together to say we have a voice, and if we pull our demand, we have a stronger purchasing power. And I think the last thing is, we've seen cities leading by example and saying, okay, we might not be able to force everybody in our city to put solar PV or solar thermal on their rooftops, but we can do so for the building stock that we control, on our municipal buildings, on our schools, hospitals, whichever housing that we control, we make renewables happen there. And we showcase that it's a business case, attracting again investors, and we showcase that we raise the awareness around renewables as well. And I think this is one of these many ways that city governments have shown the leadership. And I think especially if we think about, we have a building stock today, most of the buildings that are going to be there in 2050 do not stand today. They will still be built. There is a big opportunity for these buildings to be energy efficient, sustainable, I mean, thinking about circularity, but then also integrating renewables. And then one shifting towards that comment which you made, which is about education. I think to make that happen at the local level, completely agree with you, education is key. Reskilling is key. We need the people that can actually build these systems locally. And I think specifically when we talk about heating, most heating demand, half of it comes from buildings. Most buildings are in and around cities, and we have extremely decentralized solutions for buildings. Many people have still a gas boiler, an oil boiler, something in their houses, and it's very decentralized solutions. So we need people. If I call up somebody and say, my gas boiler is broken, what do? I need somebody who's coming to my house and selling me a sustainable solution, a sustainable replacement, because if not, I'm going to have a lock-in for the next 25 years. I've tried desperately when my gas boiler was broken to have somebody, please can we put in a sustainable solution? Guess what they said? No, let's not talk about this modern stuff. No, we're not there yet. And this is in Paris. I mean, this is really, and I said, no, I'm not putting in a gas boiler. This was in the end of 2021, the best decision of my life, by the way, just as a side note. But I think really, if we do not have the local skills that can help to make that transition happening, it's absolutely crucial. Cities that put programs together that help towards reskilling at the local level. We need to have apprenticeships where you learn how to install renewable energy technologies. We need to have, we're having master programs, we're having schools to really train a local workforce. And I think that in itself is already innovation. To come back to your question.
I think too. So, Eddie, I have one good news and one bad news. I will give you first the bad news. The bad news is that we only have space for one or two more questions or comments. The good news is that we still have 10 minutes for our panelists to tell me what we're going to include in the declaration of SPIREC this year in relationship to cities and citizens. So you have 5 minutes to think about your final statement, because that's an important one. I really want to see this, and let me just take 1 second to tell you. This was SPIREC in 2017. Statement number 16, promoting renewable energy in cities. We further recognize the role that the integration of renewable energy in the urban planning can play in improving infrastructure and enhancing quality of life in cities globally. That was 2017. 2019. Somebody copied from Wikipedia. Recognizing the crucial role of cities and citizens, given the current rapid urbanization, we highlight the importance of integration of renewable energy and energy efficiency in the urban planning. So we repeated the same 2 years ago, 2 years after. But we did have something very cool. Citizens play a key role in mobilizing the resources needed for the energy transition and beyond. So those are the two things that we have already in the REN21 discourse, and I'm really hoping that today we get something more, something that gets us into that implementation side, that operationalize that thing that cities need for the energy transition. So you have 5 minutes, and I saw already the gentleman.
With ICLE. And I think one of the questions that's come up is thinking about the long term, because energy is a hot topic, right? I mean, 3 years ago, a month afterwards, COVID happened, so all of our collective attention went there. And we're throwing the word crisis around a lot. We're then drifting into emergency governance. And I think what I'm very curious about is how we collectively keep our attention on energy, because maybe a few years from now, something else pops up, right?
hay alguna otra cosa que surge. Vamos de una cosa a otra, como el mundo va cambiando tan rápidamente, muchas cosas van a cambiar probablemente, y mucho y rápido. En algunos países puede que sea un mayor reto cuando ocurran muchas cosas al mismo tiempo. Tengo curiosidad por ver cómo esto va a seguir funcionando, excepto que esto sea algo de que todo el mundo quiere hablar de la energía cuando ya se acabe lo de Rusia. Gracias.
So the question is, how we keep collectively the attention on the topic? I'm not going to put that question to the panelists because they are very busy right now thinking on the statement. So I'm going to put that question to you. So who's the next candidate that would like to answer to the question? Should I choose someone?
¿Debo elegir a alguien? ¿Alguien de Nigeria o de dónde?
Thank you. Just can you reiterate the question again so that I
¿Puedes
can
repetir la pregunta?
How do we collectively
de
keep
forma
attention
colectiva podemos
on energy
mantener la
transition in
atención
the
sobre la
urban
transición
space,
energética en los
cities?
espacios urbanos, en las ciudades?
I think
Yo creo,
thank you so much for the question.
muchas gracias por la
I think that's a
pregunta, yo
very
creo que se
smart
trata de una
question.
pregunta muy
I'm
inteligente.
David Arinze from Nigeria. I work as a
Yo vengo
renewable
de
energy
Nigeria,
specialist
soy
and
especialista
lead
urbano,
the renewable energy
dirijo
portfolio for the United
la
States
cartera
African
de los
Development
Estados
Foundation in
Unidos de la
Nigeria.
Fundación en Nigeria de los Estados
Quickly, I
Unidos.
think that one of the ways that
Yo
we
creo
can
que
do
una de
that
las
is
formas en que
to
lo podemos hacer es
constantly track what we are doing.
seguir la pista constantemente de lo que estamos haciendo.
One of the mistakes that I've
Uno
seen
de
that
los
we keep on
errores
making is
que
to
seguimos
all
haciendo
do our
es
pockets
que
of work without having
hacemos
some sort of
trabajos sin
global
tener alguna
stocktake,
especie de
you know, and if you're not tracking
aspecto
what is
global.
being done,
Si
how
no
do you
rastreamos
even
lo que se ha
measure
ido haciendo,
progress?
¿cómo vamos a medir el
Irina
progreso?
the International
Irina,
Renewable Energy
la
Agency, continues to
Agencia Internacional
churn out
continúa,
various relevant
ha mostrado
reports, you know,
informes muy
and
relevantes,
vital resources that
los
let us know
recursos
what the
vitales que nos
world is
dejan saber
doing.
lo que
But
está haciendo
if
el
you look at
mundo.
those reports,
Pero si
they're
miramos
on a
estos
very high
informes,
level.
son de muy
You know,
alto
and
nivel.
each country, what is happening in Spain, you know, you
Lo
need
que
to be in a
hay que
conference
queremos
like
saber lo
this
que
to
ocurre en
really
España,
hear
hay que
from the
estar en una
horse's
conferencia
mouth.
así para oír
You
del
don't have to
discurso
come
de parte del anfitrión mismo.
or fly over 4,000 kilometers like I did, you know,
Si
to
se
be
vive
able to
durante
hear
muchos
about
miles de
what
kilómetros, somos capaces de
amazing
poder
work that
escuchar
is being
el
done.
trabajo
So,
interesante que se
just
está
to answer a
haciendo.
question straightforward,
Para hacer una
we need
pregunta
to
directa,
regularly
necesitamos de forma
stop take,
regular
we need to announce
adoptar posturas y
and
tenemos
share this information.
compartir
We
esta
also need
información.
to be
También
very
necesitamos
deliberate
ser
about creating
muy
synergies. I always like to look
directos
at
en
it
cuanto a
that
las
in as much as we're
sinergias.
trying to transition, we have to
Cuando se habla de
transition in
transición
a
a la
bankable
energía, hay que
manner. At
hacerlo
the end
de
of
una
the day, it's
forma
a business.
adecuada. Al fin de cuentas,
We're trying to
son
make
negocios.
we're trying to ensure that the earth does not burn, but in all of this,
todo
it
esto
provides a
nos ha
significant
ofrecido
opportunity for
unas
trade.
oportunidades significativas
And whether you
para
like it or not, trade can happen
el comercio.
from
El comercio,
areas
que
that
nos
are
guste o no, puede
significantly
ocurrir
deprived
de lugares muy
and
privados,
from
muy
developing nations to
pobres,
countries that are already
a países
developed.
que ya están
And so being able to look
Por
at it
tanto,
that
somos capaces de
it's
mirarlo.
nobody has to work in silos, but we all
Nadie
need to
tiene
look
que
at
ir en
what the gaps
silencio,
are,
todos
what
tenemos
is
que ver
being done
dónde
on a
están las
yearly
cosas, qué se
basis,
está haciendo
what
de
are the
una forma anual,
roadmaps that have been
cuáles son
declared
las
by
hojas de
different
ruta que se han
organizations and
declarado por
different
distintas
governments,
organizaciones en
and
distintas
how are we
provincias,
following this, and
cómo
what are the
estamos
opportunities
siguiendo
for
esto, cuáles son
synergy.
las oportunidades de
I think if we look at it
Yo
from
creo
all
que
of
si
this
lo miramos más bien
perspective,
desde esta
we will be able to
perspectiva,
identify the blind spots
podremos
and have
identificar
a just,
todo esto y cómo
inclusive, and
simplemente
equitable transition.
una
Thank you.
se convierta en transición inclusiva y
So we have a
buena.
very important
Tenemos
point.
un punto muy importante
What we
aquí.
don't measure,
Lo que no
we don't
medimos,
know about it. If we
no lo
don't track it,
conocemos,
we
si
don't
no lo
know.
rastreamos,
So
tampoco lo sabemos.
I think we have
Yo creo que tenemos
exactly
ahora
more or less 10
exactamente
minutes to finish this.
10 minutos para
And
acabar
now
aquí.
the moment of
Y
truth
ahora
has come.
llegará el momento de la
This
verdad.
is how my
Esto
performance
es
is going to be evaluated. So
cómo
if
se
I
va a
see
valorar
this statement in the
mi
final declaration
prestación.
of SPIREC, then
Si-
we have a thumbs up. If I don't see it, then you will need to listen to me again in
si no he
Adelaide in
conseguido
2
esto,
years'
pues me
time.
vais a-
And nobody wants to do that, to be
Nadie
honest.
quiere hacerlo.
So let's make sure that we have a powerful
Garanticemos que
statement.
tenemos una
So I
afirmación
will start with you.
definitiva. Empezaré con vosotros.
Nina. Sofía.
Sofía, vale.
So we know future grids will be democratized, decentralized, and distributed, or at least we all agree
Sabemos, todos estamos de
to
acuerdo
moving
en
to it,
ir
this
avanzando
direction.
en la
So in
dirección
this
de
case,
estos cambios. En este
urban
caso,
communities
las
have a lot
comunidades
to
urbanas tienen
learn from
mucho
rural
que
communities,
aprender de las
which
comunidades
who
rurales
have transitioned quicker.
que
So, we need
tienen
to
la transición
bridge
más
the
rápida.
gaps,
Tenemos que puentear esta brecha
and capitalize or
y
optimize
capitalizar u
learning in
optimizar
both
el
contexts.
aprendizaje en ambos contextos. Gracias.
Joel.
Joel.
I cheated a bit. I went to ChatGPT.
Yo.
Who knows ChatGPT? Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Great. So I asked ChatGPT to suggest a statement, a powerful one. And it gave me a few suggestions, but the one that I'm going to read is, cities are the epicenter of our collective energy challenge. Or let me read it in the tone of ChatGPT. Cities are the epicenter of our collective energy challenge, but also hold the potential for innovative solutions. Let's leverage this potential to build a sustainable energy future that benefits both people and the planet.
You just make my job very indispensable. My friend Leah.
What can I say after this? I mean, done, sold.
Yeah.
No, I think what I'd like to see is local solutions are key to respond to global challenges. And what I'd also like to see is that renewables in cities are not only an opportunity to expand, to change the energy transition, but really to build these sustainable, resilient, just, clean cities that are livable and that are a good place to live. And then as a last thing, these SPIREC and all these declarations are great, but what we need to do is bring that message, then take it home, take it to the climate conferences. I rely on you, Tabaré, to bring the SPIREC declaration with the chat. From Joel in there to the next climate COP in Dubai and make sure that this is also in the COP outcomes.
Yeah, maybe we don't need so many climate delegates there. We can just have ChatGPT. Sorry, bad joke. Daniela.
I think, creo que no olvidar que el reto y la crisis climática hacen que la transición energética sea urgente. Digamos. No tenemos que buscar razones para la transición energética. Y las ciudades tenemos las herramientas y el compromiso para trabajar con nuestras comunidades en bajar a territorio este cambio, pero necesitamos soporte de gobierno multinivel, de los organismos internacionales. Nosotros podemos trabajar con nuestras comunidades para hacerlo posible. Y también que la oportunidad de modificar el sistema energético es una oportunidad de modificar modos de vida también, de poder generar ciudades más inclusivas, más justas, como tanto se repite, pero que debe estar muy presente, que no podemos reproducir los vicios, los defectos del modelo de desarrollo que nos trajo hasta aquí, pero sostenido por energías renovables, ¿no? Debemos generar modelos descentralizados, más democráticos, más equitativos, aprovechar la oportunidad de la crisis climática para generar otro modelo de sociedad.
Chris.
Again, I think the work's been done, but it's probably better because I was going to say, maybe you copy and paste the same statement again. All that is to say is just because I think it says the right thing, but for me, I think it's the tools that Daniela's talking about is, cities can do what they have within their remit, it really does, and I'll echo what you said, that multidisciplinary approach, and I think where I would throw that call out is advocacy. I think cities really need to call out and step up. They can do with what's in their remit, but from there, call on the bodies, call on the national governments, whether that's, from my perspective, that's calling on the phase out of coal or other things like that. But in some cases, to Leo's point, if there's a national built-in code, how do you impact changes there? How do you call that some more solar or the permitting's in place where, cities can have a bit more of a swath of tools? So I think that advocacy is that key point. But just quickly to respond to the question here on this current crisis, I think unlike no time before, you've got two sides. You've kind of got the OECD side and the non-OECD side. In the case of non-OECD side, we've seen governments fall on energy, like Sri Lanka, had their government fall because of, they're in a situation where they have to import energy, I think that will stick with them for a while. But on the OECD side, nothing affects a consumer like their pocketbook. And consumers are still feeling that. I think it goes to almost the subsidy side of things, though. If the pain goes away, there is the chance that we're not thinking about it as forward thinking. But I mean, to a certain degree, I think
pero con cierto grado esperemos que la innovación eliminará el dolor, pero de una forma correcta. La defensa es la palabra para la
Verónica,
Verónica, por favor. 2 minutos.
Creo que una de las herramientas más interesantes para hacer que esto pase son los planes de acción climática de las ciudades que deberían tener. Creo que muchas de las redes de ciudades, CLEI, C40, CC35, WWF, estamos apoyando a las ciudades para que tengan estos planes de acción climática. Y si tienen estos planes a corto, mediano y largo plazo, sin duda alguna, una de las metas es descarbonizar. Y como descarbonizar, vienen las energías renovables también. Entonces, yo diría que ese es un camino para accionar. Y el segundo, sin duda alguna, es la colaboración de todos los actores de la cadena de valor. Estamos hablando de gobiernos nacionales, locales, de los developers, de los quienes generan las energías, quienes están ahí en la infraestructura, en la movilidad. Sentarlos en la mesa a conversar, así sean los opositores más radicales, con ellos a conversar sobre beneficios y sobre miedos, porque también hay, como dije, desinformación. Entonces, sentarlos a conversar es una de las herramientas más potentes.
Muchísimas gracias. Yo creo que los panelistas se merecen un fortísimo aplauso. Y la audiencia, un fortísimo aplauso también, porque todos participaron acá. Al equipo de REN 21, a nuestros amigos los traductores, muchísimas gracias por esa traducción fantástica. Los camarógrafos, vamos a dar por concluida esta sesión, no sin antes invitarles al plenario de vuelta donde se van a hablar del resumen del día. Desafortunadamente no va a estar el chat box, va a ser un resumen bien hecho, así, sin comentarios del chat box, pero podremos ingresar a alguno de ellos si nos parece relevante. De cualquier forma, la sesión empieza a las 17:30, o sea que tienen 58 segundos para tomar un café y partir a la plenaria de junto. Mi nombre es Tabaré Arroyo Currás, soy líder global técnico de WF Cities y bueno, ha sido un gusto estar con ustedes. Ahí nos estaremos viendo los próximos días. Gracias.